At this hour, officers throughout the city are on the lookout for two cold-blooded killers who obviously have no respect whatsoever for the sanctity of human life. Early this morning, these two individuals gunned down a man and a woman in the parking lot of the Cobra bar in East Nashville. This is what we know to this point. The two victims, Mr. Teal and Ms. Sarantino, left the Cobra bar at 3 a.m. They walked to a nearby convenience market to purchase snacks. They then walked back to the Cobra bar parking lot where they and two other persons, a man and a woman, were confronted by these two individuals with at least one gun. Mr. Teal was told that it was a robbery. He reportedly said he had nothing to give. He was then fatally shot. A short time thereafter, Ms. Sarantino was shot. The motive for Ms. Sarantino's shooting remains under investigation. These are just two senseless, cold-blooded homicides. Mr. Teal was taken to Skyline Medical Center where he died. Ms. Sarantino was taken to Skyline Medical Center where she died. Mr. Teal was taken to Vanderbilt where he died during surgery. The investigation to this point tells us that after the murders, the killers drove into North Nashville. They drove into this neighborhood where we're standing now and went into an obscure alley to dump the victims' belongings. The police department has recovered the belongings from the alley, some of which were placed into a garbage can. At least one other item was tossed into a wooded area. The police department has recovered those belongings and they are now being processed at our crime laboratory. Because of where these items were dumped, it is quite likely that these killers have some knowledge of this North Nashville area. I mean, they went to this specific alley to dump the victims' belongings. The police department at this juncture has not ruled out that these are the same individuals who killed the man earlier this week on Alta Loma who was walking to an MTA bus to go to work at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. There's also the possibility that they were involved in the shooting some days ago of the lady who was walking her dog in East Nashville. At this point, we are looking for a small, dark Chevrolet car. It's a late model Chevrolet, could be a Cruze, could be a Cobalt, a small Chevrolet vehicle. That's what they fled the area in last night. We are in communication with our auto theft component to see if we have any vehicles of that nature that may have been stolen recently. The community at large, please, needs to be on the lookout for this small Chevrolet vehicle. The description of the persons last night is somewhat vague. We know from a surveillance image that one of them is a black man with dreads, probably shoulder length. The other person also is described as a black man. We are trying to get surveillance video from Cobra still. Their surveillance system was somewhat unique in that the video was stored on a cloud, and we're trying to make arrangements to get all of that downloaded, but we do have that one still photograph that you can see one of the killers at the rear of the car that we have released, and there may be more video material to release to you later today depending on what we receive.